Welcome. I'm Heather. Thanks so much for joining me for this yin yoga session, a wonderful practice to do anytime you need to relax and restore your energy and just find some time to work on you, to work on self care. Self care in action. It's something we need to do to stay happy and be able to share whatever we feel inspired to share with the world. So it all starts here, working on ourselves, taking really good care of ourselves. We're going to come into a seated position to start, and that could be in the Sukhasana, easy pose, like I'm sitting, or it could be in a chair. I do recommend sitting on a little bit of something, could be a cushion or a block. And just take a moment to transition. Most of the time, our focus is in the outer world, and it's on, something we're doing. We're so focused on doing. And this is where we achieve that state of balance by just allowing ourselves to be exactly as we are without having to change anything. Take a few moments now just to let yourself center and breathe. Not trying to accomplish anything. Releasing any expectation for how you feel you should be feeling. And with that awareness turned on, scanning your physical body, just noticing if there's anywhere that you can release some tension. Maybe it's in your jaw or your shoulders. Maybe it's into your back or hips. Down your arms, your hands, softening through your hands. Maybe your legs and feet. Settle a little bit deeper here into your support. If your eyes aren't closed already, closing your eyes. And just listening to the sound of my voice. Breathing. Each time you inhale, breathing in a little bit slower, a little bit longer. And on the exhale, again, slowing it down, really lengthening out your exhale, at least a few seconds, if not double the length of your inhale. Breathing in, feeling your ribs widen. And breathing out, feeling your body release. With an audible breath. We call it the Ujjayi breath in yoga, the breath that you can hear. And this sounds like ocean waves. You can start it by, on the exhale, making the sound like you're fogging up a mirror. And then we're not going to continue the whole time to breathe out through the mouth, but you continue to keep that effect of breathing out with a little bit of a whispered ah sound. Releasing everything that you feel you must continue to do. We have our to-do lists. We're just going to let that go. Anything else that comes to your mind that takes you into the past or the future, just keep settling back into this moment by observing and feeling your body and your breath. We train the mind that way by gently refocusing again and again and again. All right, we're going to start our movement with some neck rolls, some nice gentle neck rolls from side to side. At the same time that you're circling your head slowly, release your jaw. Make sure we're not clenching there. Let your shoulders relax. And we take our head to the side, and you can take your arm on the other side of your body, just out to the side a bit more. Whatever direction your head is tilted to, bring that arm up to the side of your head. And just whatever we're doing, even in these transitions, the movement of your arms, repositioning. We're going to continue to flow slow and steady, slowly releasing so that we reset our rhythm to be more in line with the night, which is all about we want to slow things down. So we're going to slowly bring our hand up to the side of our head as we tilt the head to the other side. Breathing in and out here. And then slowly release. A few shoulder rolls. As you're lifting, you can do that on the inhale. As you're releasing, moving your shoulders down, exhale. And then we'll move in the opposite direction. Bring your arms out. Reach back. You can bend your elbows. And inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bend at your elbows again. Lift your chest slightly, chin up. One more time, inhaling and exhaling to open. Good. Inhale, bring your arms straight out in front, make loose fists, and circle through your wrists. At the same time, let's extend out through our legs and roll through the ankles. Opposite direction. Okay, I'm going to come into a wrist stretch. So this time the hands facing forward, gently pushing down. Maybe at the same time, I'm going to point the toes. Keep breathing and then pull the toes back in towards you, flexing your feet. And then we'll slowly release that position. Okay. And with your arms slowly rising on your inhale. And your arms slowly releasing over one side for a moment on the exhale. Bring your arms back, slowly reach them up. And on your exhalation, come down onto the other side. You can always bend your knee. We'll do that one more time, each side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Keep breathing here. We'll slowly come back to center. Inhale up. Exhale over. Good. Inhale up. Exhale straight down. It's going to be a tricky pose, so just do your best. Don't worry about being too far over unless it feels right. Keeping your feet centered, heels on the floor, toes pointing out. And then slowly sliding your body back. We're going to bring our right leg out in front, and the left leg may stay here. This is an option to keep the leg out to the side, or if you want to bring that leg back, aligning the lower leg with the short edge of the mat, the top leg here, and the front leg with the long edge of your mat. This is the deer pose. It's a hip opener. We can open this hip here with the leg in this position, just lifting and twisting a little to the opposite side, and then bring that hip down. And then kind of lift and open here, turn to look to the side, over your front leg here, and then come back. One more time like that. Bringing, so it's my left leg back, my right leg in front. That's going to help with the direction here. I'm going to bring my right arm up, come over to the side gently, and then release. Bring that arm back behind you and swing the other arm to the opposite knee into a twist. Breathing here. And slowly coming out of that pose. And before we fully release, we might even try leaning back a little bit. So I'm going to angle a little bit towards the right side of my mat and just decide how far you want to come back here. Make it comfortable. And then I'm going to come over to that right side again. Lean over, slowly rest for a moment if that feels all right. And then slowly come back to center. A little bit of a forward bend here. Centering over your front leg. And coming back. We're going to bring this back leg out. Before we do, actually, let's just slide the knee back a little bit more and bring that foot in. And then releasing that side. We'll stretch out through the left, stretch out to the right. Roll the ankles. Flex the feet. And then we'll reposition our body so that I'm bringing my left leg in front and right leg back. And remember, you don't have to bring this leg back. You can keep it out to the side. I do recommend sitting on something, helping to settle both hips down. Okay. Now we will bring our left arm up, coming into a side bend. And slowly release. As you release, take that hand behind you and slowly swing the other arm to the opposite knee. Just make it comfortable for your body. Let's go back to center and let's just do that little bit of a hip movement. So I'm lifting this hip up, the right hip, and setting it back down and lifting it up and setting it down one more time. All right. From the this position, we'll go back slightly, a little bit angled towards the left side. Make it comfortable. We support your head. And then we're going to come over to the left side, rest there for a moment. And slowly come back to center, resting forward for a moment. Come back all the way back up using your hands for support. We're going to come out of this position. So before we do that, we're going to bring our foot back now. Knee slides back slightly, foot in towards the back of the hip. Okay, releasing that. We'll come over to the left and we'll slide the legs into the tabletop position. I've got this nice little knee pad. I do have two mats already, but I just love this little mat that was actually at Dollarama this summer, and it just cushions the knees so nicely. So I do recommend, if you don't have that, fold a towel, a blanket, cushion your knees. So thank you for that. Let's come into the cat-cow, a few flowing breaths. On the exhale, arching. On the inhale, slowly looking forward. Bring your chin to your chest on the exhalation. Releasing slowly. So really cultivating. We're doing a little bit more of a flow, a slow flow warm up tonight, but really cultivating that slow, steady rhythm, setting the pace for relaxation. Relaxation to your body, relaxation for your mind. And tell yourself there's nothing else you have to do, nowhere else you have to go. We'll come out of this slowly and back to table. Do a bit of rolling at the hips. So it's really nice to loosen up the whole upper body with this movement. So a nice slow motion, rolling through all four directions. Moving in the opposite direction now. And then we'll come back to center. And just make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to lift the left arm up and out to the side and slowly pull it over to the right. We're going to hold this pose for the next 30 seconds to a minute. We can also slide our other arm straight out, or we could wrap that hand behind. Whatever makes you feel the best here. Once you come into your positioning, just soften, breathe. Soften your jaw, relax the face, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, and the upper back. We'll slowly slide that hand back. If it's out in front, we can push into your right hand, come back to center. Take a breath in, reach your right arm out to the side, and then slide it over to the left. Come down, resting your head either on the mat or on a pillow, and deciding if you want to place your left arm straight out in front or wrap it behind. Breathing, opening, widening through your ribs on the inhale, and releasing on your exhale. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. And slowly bring your left hand underneath the shoulder to come back to table, arching your spine again in the cat. And just widening out through your knees and your big toes together. You can decide for the child pose tonight. Do you want to come down onto support or just come right down to the mat with your head and arms? Allowing your body to settle deeply here. Just give in to gravity. No resistance. And if this pose is challenging for your knees in particular, that's a general common issue. You can always slide your arms out into the puppy so your hips stay above your knees. And of course, a wonderful pose to open the upper shoulders, upper back. Breathing into the back body. And the next time you breathe in, we'll begin to bring our arms a little closer, pushing up. And we'll come out of our pose. We're going to come into a seated position just for a moment so that we can prepare to come down onto the back. Getting anything you need, so making sure you have your blankets, your strap. We're going to use a strap tonight. Roll down slowly through your spine. Once you come onto your back, keep your knees bent. Rock your head gently from side to side. As you inhale, turning your head one way. As you exhale, turning your head the other way. And come back to center. Next time you breathe in, we're going to reach through the arms, lift them up and over. And exhale to release. Breathe out through your mouth to more deeply release and cleanse your body. As you exhale, you can release anything else you don't want to carry with you for the rest of the day or night. Good. As you release your arms this time, let's slowly bring the knees one at a time up and in towards the chest. Hug your knees and rock a little from side to side, hoping to open up the lower back. Squeeze the knees in to open through the hips. And just lift the lower legs up a little. If you can, grab towards your ankles, bending your knees in and down to come into the happy baby pose. And if it's accessible, bringing your hands to your feet. And from this position, we're going to slowly bring the feet together and the knees stay wide apart. And hold on to the ankles or the feet again. And slowly lift and come back into happy baby. From here, we're going to slowly bring the left leg down. And we're going to reach for the strap and place the strap around the right foot. Do a little bit of movement, bending the leg as you inhale back into like the happy baby and exhale and straighten. And inhale, bend your knee, and exhale, straighten. Push up with your heel. And then come into it this time as you exhale, straighten your leg, find the place that feels just right, just the right amount of stretch through your whole leg. I like to place the belt right on the ball of the foot below the toes and gently pull down a little with the belt and lift up with the heel. And keep breathing here. And take the ends of the belt in the right hand. And just for a moment, slowly open that leg out to the right side. You can anchor the left side, let the left leg butterfly out to the left. And slowly come back to center. Switch hands on your belt, stay on the same leg, and straighten out through your left leg, come over slightly to the right. Breathing here. Just observe any changes in your body. Once it gets a little more comfortable, then you can take your leg a little bit further. Before we release the pose, you might want to come into a bit more of a twist. You can bend that knee and drop the right leg over to the left a bit more, keeping that the left leg anchored down, and the right foot rests on that leg, keeping the right shoulder down. We'll slowly come back to center. And you can lift your leg up again. Bring the knee in. And just slide the belt off that foot. Okay. Bring that leg down to the floor. Slowly bend the other knee. And bring your left knee in towards the chest. Come into the half happy baby for a moment on this side. Giving you an opportunity to put your belt on this foot. And then a little movement to open this leg up. Bending on the inhale, exhaling as you straighten. And just making sure as you straighten, you're not locking the knee. You want to keep your knee joint nice and soft and open. No tension in it. This time straightening your leg, holding it there wherever it feels just the right amount of opening in your leg. You can bring both ends of the belt into the left hand. Let that left leg open out to the side. You could butterfly your right leg, staying centered on your lower back, your pelvis or sacrum. And bring that leg back to center very slowly. Shifting the ends of the belt into the right hand, straightening your right leg, bringing that leg over to the opposite side. You can actually bring your left hand to the hip crease, and with your thumb there at the front of your hip crease, just kind of pull it down and out as your heel presses in the opposite direction. And then you might want to take this a little bit further and maybe into a twist. So you're bringing your left leg on top of your right, left arm out to the side. And also turn your head to the left. And just soften here, breathe. Next breath in, we're going to slowly come back to center, bringing that knee back in. For happy baby, you might even bring that other leg up and into the belt with the feet a little bit wider. And just hold your legs up in this position. It's nice with the use of the belt. You don't have to try hard to keep your legs here. And slowly bend your knees in towards your chest. You can release the belt and just bring it to the side. And decide how you want to be positioned for Shavasana. And if you're doing this right before bed and you're wanting to slip right into your bed and come back and stay in this place of relaxation before you drift right off to sleep, go for it. If you want to stay with me and practice Shavasana for the next 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes, we'll just be here, not needing anything else, not needing to do anything else. Relaxing through your face, your jaw, let the weight of your head settle deeper. Feel the backs of your shoulders sink and settle. Arms comfortably heavy. Feel through your palms, your fingers, and soften them a little bit more. Feel through your whole back. Start with your upper back at the shoulders, go down slowly both sides of your back, to your lower back, to your sacrum. And we'll do the same with the front of the torso. Feel from the top of the shoulders, the chest, down to the belly, down to the hips. Feel inwardly the breath flowing. It's most natural flow now, the breath breathing you. I am being breathed by my breaths. Both legs comfortably heavy, feet released. Observing your whole self in this relaxed state. Feeling peaceful, hopefully. Bring a smile to your lips. Slowly bring your hands together, and you can place them over your heart and your belly. And feel the effects of the practice. Your body integrating and healing. And when you're ready, we'll do a very slow movement of the arms, bringing them up and over your head. You might even reach up to your feet too. Just come into a whole body stretch. And releasing your arms slowly. Bring the knees in one more time. Before rolling to the side. And of course, you can decide when you come out. You don't have to rush or come out sooner than you're ready to. But again, we want to continue to move slowly. We've helped to reset our pace to be more relaxed and at ease. So continue that here. Just taking a few more moments. Centering yourself within your heart again. Taking a few moments for appreciation of yourself. Good job taking care of yourself and being kind and loving. And again, if we're that way with ourselves, we're able to much more easily let it flow out into the world, and we're able to take care of others from this loving and kind place too. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or sleep if you're headed that way. And we'll see you again soon.